Yeah, they have big bandit problem here these last
Uh,
3 seasons or so. 3 hunting
Bandits are
seasons.
never good.
Yeah, this was worse though. There's always bandits, but this was some crazy guy with uh, helmet with antlers, and uh,
Ooh,
they said he had 100 men.
sheesh.
Yeah,
I sure could use 100 men.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
yeah. So, so poor Emily and I, not for us, but now, yeah, now we think we get in early. For sure, many trappers and hunters will come next spring, but we think we get in now, while the pickings are good and easy.
Yes. I wish you luck, my good man.
Yeah. So this noble, this Hastus Tellus. So he has bought Oleg's. What does he's what these nobles? They tend to have crazy plans. So what is he looking to do?
I think he wishes to build a town
What? Out
to
here?
farm the land.
Hmm. Well, he can try. I think he may have. I don't think he'll get many people wanting to settle. Hmm? But maybe. I hear things are not great in the north. Some problems, some nobles arguing. Maybe some people, if they hear of it, might come. But apart from the game in the forest, there is little out here. And there are wolves and other creatures. Mm.
This land is not so hard.
Oh, sure. Here, by the by the old Russian road, no. But you go you go further south, sort of by the Tusk Water over the hills. There it is wilder, more dangerous, and the Nalmarches are not for any man or woman, of course.
Yes.
There are big beasts within the Nalmarches. You you will not find farmers going in there, no, for sure.
No, perhaps not. Though, maybe I will try my hand.
Yeah,
I crossed the mountains from Ayabara not 3 months ago.
yeah, for sure. I have heard of this place called Iobaria, but I thought it was a place that went away long ago. It is a place of history, no?
As a one land, yes, but the land is still there.
Yeah. Right. I, Gilbo, did not know this. Huh. Maybe your noble, he gets settlers from there, no? Ah.
Maybe. The land is hard, but the mountains are very hard to cross.
Ah. Huh, so maybe not.
Maybe. There are easier ways, but it is far.
Hmm. So he wants to have a town, his own town, or is this some lord that is mm,
Hello. Anybody there?
Yeah, maybe if yeah, I ask. If he has
Yeah.
the pockets, then maybe Emre and I could do some things for.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can keep giving you like 6 miles of small talk, but
That's fine.
Alara doesn't really have the authority to make any promises.
No. That's fine. Okay. You probably make your way back, say latish afternoon.
Yeah.
Late afternoon. Apart from a few old kind of cans, you didn't find anything.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this gold's going to be further off than you guys thought. Sweet.
Okay. So you go down the ridge and
Yeah.
intersect them?
I will take them to fuck, I know who's in charge, but it's not Hastus.
Mordred.
Mordred, yeah.
All right. He would probably be in his tent at the moment. But there's like a sign that says, "Please knock."
I will stick my head in and say, Mordred.
There's a bit of an alarm sound that goes off. He's like, "Ah!" Just like, turns it off. There's a reason the sign says, "Please knock."
Yes, and there's a reason. I ignore it.
That may be to your detriment next time. What can I do for you?
I have some gentlemen here wanting to see Oleg, but I don't know an Oleg, so
Yes, a
And
similar
Hastus is
problem
away,
came up
so-
earlier. Very well. He'll get up and he'll step out. He'll address the two men.
and I will
day.
introduce you as this is Lord Hastus' second,
No.
and wink at
Good. Hey, this is crazy place, no? How many
Agreed.
people?
Agreed.
Oh.
A lot of people with hungry mouths.
What are you, so, Imre and I, we need supplies. We are going into the Nalmaches. You bought this from Oleg, yeah?
I believe Hastus and his friend maybe have bought it. I came recently, but I have been placed in charge in his absence. As far as supplies, I know not what we could really offer. We are, however, looking into hiring hunters such as yourselves. We need people. We have people that need food and training and feeding themselves. I'd be quite willing to allow you to hunt whatever game you wish, peddle it as your wares, and all I would ask is small training for other people with some payments involved.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I would have to speak to my brother Imre here.
Of course.
But yeah, we can take some of these people into the woods, maybe show them a thing or two, and then if you are looking for meat or skins, then we can provide. No, if you have coin.
Yes, I have some coin with which we may do business.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
roll an appraise check. It's like fair payments for them.
Okay.
11. So they're kind of decent.
Yeah, maybe we can negotiate. You know?
I suppose.
So how many do you want Imre and I to trek?
Trying to calculate how many would it be to feed the settlements that would be like necessary.
Well, at the moment you've got about 65 people odd in settlement. So
Alara's doing some math.
depending on how good these guys were, and depending on how you chose to feed the populace, then they could assist with that. But
If I take 20, I can feed 10 a day.
okay. So you've got at the moment you've got the bushels of grains, but the settlements obviously get a kind of that will be their default that will kind of keep them fed when you're not supplementing that with anything else.
All right, so
Maybe my brother and I, we could, if we maybe say 6 of them came with us, then maybe we could do something. We know some plants or roots, maybe. Depends how fussy they are. You could
understandable.
get a deer. You could we could skin it, and then you could boil it, add grains, roots, make a big pot, feed many mouths. This Gurgo Thinker is the answer for you.
Very well. If you do wish to work with us, I have to give you a warning. It is for everyone's safety, not a threat. I believe that Hastus has an agreement with the Fey Lords of the forest to the south, and they've agreed that no tree shall be cut down while they are there.
Yeah. Okay. We are not part of you. Sometimes the Fae bother us, but not really.
Just wanted to make sure, as we do not wish to have an army of Fae upon us.
Okay. You tell us this. Maybe a problem, maybe not.
Very well. I shall say, take 6 people. How long will it take to train them, would you estimate?
We need to take them out there. There is a new moon coming soon. Maybe you give us this time, and then maybe they might be useful. At least in terms of us showing them the right plants to use.
Very well. How about 100 gold for the 6 people? And we will negotiate price for the time it will take to train them.
Yeah. He looks at Imre. Imre sort of cocks his head. And what? All right. What of the furs and the meat?
That will be
It will
depending
be
upon the.
It will be winter soon. Methinks, looking around here, people get cold.
I agree. Tell you what, show me the quantity and the quality of what you bring back to me, and we'll talk about it then.
Yeah? Okay. It's now late. Maybe Imre and I will stay here. You choose your 6 people, and then maybe in morning we go.
Sounds good.
Where can Imre and I sleep? Can you have room in here?
I'll look around. Does there seem to be like a place nearby that they can pitch up tents?
I guess they could use one of the Iron Wings tents. They seem to have a lot of them, and the Iron Wings have left.
Yeah. You can use some of the Iron Wings tents until they return. After that, I'll find a more permanent spot for you.
I have some spare tents.
Yeah.
Ah. Good. Okay.
Okay. Perception.
We check, yeah?
Roll my perception check real quick. And one for Drick. An 18 for Mordred, a 20 for Drick.
Okay. You check?
The Scargrass Neckcatcher. Okay. Yeah, shake on it.
Yeah, good. We take our horses and tie them, tend to them, and then we rest. We're traveling a little while to get here.
Understandable. I hope that what hospitality we can offer is suitable.
Is there anything to drink?
Water?
No.
Water from the well.
What? You drink that water from well?
He kind of gives an honest shrug, like, if we had something better, we would.
Yeah. I'm surprised these people stay here.
We're trying to improve. It is a work in progress.
Okay.
Yes, well, I have some of that from
Some of the
other fort.
I don't know. Isn't that like hallucinogenic stuff? Maybe not the best stuff.
It's highly
to feed.
addictive, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not the best thing to feed to them. I mean, it would make them more susceptible to persuasion, but once they run out of that stuff, they may start asking questions. Not a long-term plan, to be sure.
You've got quite a lot of it.
It's true, but eventually we're going to run out of it.
Yeah.
We don't have ways to get more.
Would cooking that... We'd have to ask the alchemists, but would cooking that burn off the bad parts?
There was a discussion about could you dilute it, and his advice was not to use it, period. Because he said he wasn't convinced that you wouldn't still have residue. It might dilute the effect, but he didn't think it's sort of like alcohol where you burn it off necessarily.
Okay.
The alcohol is there to mask the true purpose of it.
Cool. People that aren't ego, thoughts on spending 1,000 gold on a spyglass?
I mean, it's a tool for sure. How much do we need a spyglass is my question.
I mean, I'd like one eventually, but is it worth at this stage getting one?
I'd say no. Honestly, I don't have like piles and piles of money, but what gold I have is going to be going toward like getting people trained so they can feed themselves.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of what I was thinking, but wait until we have
yeah, wait until we have a stabilized area here.
Okay. Alara, where are you staying at the moment?
I have a large tent.
Yes. Where? You're still by the ridge, yeah?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Can I please ask for a perception?
Sure. Am I awake or asleep?
You are awake. It's late. But you are awake. There is a half moon.
Alright.
Reminds me I gotta bring that up with Melina or Alara when I have the chance, but I'll wait for that to the next day.
18.
Because Alara's already done a lot today.
What size category is the creature?
The creature is large.
Yeah.
Size of a horse, basically.
Okay.
The rider looks like a tallish halfling.
I have dark vision, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I have 60-foot dark vision and low light vision.
Yep.
Okay, well, I will. Does he look like he is readying himself for combat?
Looks like he's cautiously observing, almost kind of like the rider's a little surprised by what they're observing.
I will get out my bow, mount up, and ride out to meet
Okay.
with my hunting horn, with my signal horn ready.
Okay. Doesn't take long for him to turn his mount around as the mount kind of picks you up on the wind. And he kind of slowly approaches you. Your horse whinnies nervously. Clearly.
Greetings, rider. As I start to approach.
I am Dasan, herald of the Fey Lord, your master and protector. I have come.
Greetings, herald.
I have come to speak with those who did treat and agree with my lord. The one called Yasin, Melina, Hastus, and Clay.
Of these, I know only Hastus, and he is not here at the moment. I may take you to his second, if that will suit to you.
You will do so. But these others that are here, it will not be a problem for me to go in.
I look at this guy. What does he look like?
Well, he's in some kind of armor. He looks like
I can give you nature.
he
What else do I have? Planes, religion.
He looks like some kind of fey gnome, basically.
Okay. Like a forest gnome kind of thing.
Yeah. That large weasel, though, is. I mean, you're having to make a conscious effort to control your horse, which you're not used to. That's probably going to get quite reaction from the occupants of the settlement, you suspect.
They've had a bloody centaur running around the whole time. But, okay.
Well, they've had for outside the settlement.
True. And Hastus and Modred's right in the middle, yeah?
Goes to the top corner.
Almost furthest away from the entrance.
Yeah.
It's
You
not
might
we
actually
have
just like, given how much he's been getting it, like, like attention brought to him, though. He might just move to the middle just so they can, like, all right, I'm over here so I can get a little
Yeah,
less less of a
Check it.
walk.
Pick a ticket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, well, I will suggest that perhaps will your mount stay? He will cause quite a stir.
I will
in
not
camp.
leave my mount, but you may bring this man of Hastus to me here, and I will speak on behalf of my lord, for there are things that must be said.
Very well, Harold. I will be back with most haste. And I will turn around and gallop off.
Okay? Mordred, you are no
Yeah.
doubt warming your cocoa at this point.
Yeah. He,
As I approach, I dismount
Mhm.
and I knock on the door. And then I
Yes?
walk in.
all right. Yeah, he mutters something when he hears the knock, and he says, "Come in."
Mordred, there is a herald to see Hastus.
Great. More. All right.
Of the
I suppose
Fae.
I'm supposed to. I see. I suppose I'm
He,
to come meet
he
him.
wishes
Then.
to speak to you.
Of course.
I bid him wait outside the town. He is somewhat obscure. He's riding a giant weasel.
Yes, I can see why you told him to wait outside. Very well. I will come along. Dame Talash, I would like you to accompany me in case the very slight potential of this going sour. I highly doubt it, but it pays to be prepared.
Okay.
I will reach into a saddlebag and pull out a ever-burning torch.
Okay?
Mordred kind of has like a light on his staff. Because the whole Gandalf thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mordred, sure enough, there is needs to be some small diminutive fellow, maybe a gnome of some sort, wearing armor though, and wielding what looks to be some kind of spear stroke lance, and indeed riding a giant weasel, which has caused your armored companion to tense somewhat. You observe the rather large upper canines of said creature. They are as long as your arm.
Lovely. I am Mordred Delisandra. I am temporarily the protector of this settlement, as Hastus' absence. I believe you
I
wish to
am
speak with me.
Katan, herald of the Lord of the Nile Marches, defender of the Fae. And you, Mordred de la Salle, do you speak for those who retreat with my lord?
As much as I can. Given that
Then know this. The Lady Amalai no longer wishes to be part of the arrangement that she made with you and your kind. Instead, she has agreed to join my lord's court and will be henceforth a lady of the court and treated by you and yours as such.
intriguing. Curiously, what caused this change?
That is something you will have to discuss yourself. But it brings the other matter. Now that the lady has made this decision, my lord is keen that another is chosen from those that he dealt with to represent your voice at court. For he fears otherwise that your views and needs will not be met.
I see.
I was entrusted to go and speak to the one called Yasan, but when I went to the other settlement, there was no one there. It had a bad feel, the place. Disquieting. There was nothing living there.
I believe that settlement may have been the one that came under attack a little while ago. Regardless.
Given that, I came here.
Indeed.
It would be wise if it would be wise to confirm where the bearer of the mask is.
I'm sorry.
The one named Yasin was the bearer of the mask of sacrifice. I had gone to another settlement to treat with him, but he was not there. Do you know where he is?
My apologies, my lord. I've not heard of such a thing or of such a man.
Then you should tell your master, Hastus, that he will need to make account of where the holder of the mask is, for my lord would speak to him.
I will make a note of it.
Finally, then, for I have other business.
Of course.
The next court will be at the full moon, 16 days from now, as you count your time as a mortal. Whomever will represent you will need to be at the court at that day and time.
I see. Very well.
May the Laughing Lord guide your path.
And to you. While you are out, by the way, if you should happen to see any trace of Lady Melina von Witt, could you ask her to return home? Her father is very worried and would like to hear from her again.
I have met the one of which you have speak before, but I did not see her in my travels to this part of my lord's kingdom.
I see.
If I see her, I will pass your message on.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
And he goes off at some haste.
The lovely amount of things keep piling up, don't they? I'm going to leave a note to Hastus about this.
I'm going to point it out now. While it's obvious, while an obvious choice might be myself, I am not a particularly good choice to go to court.
I had the same thought as far as choosing you, given that you are quite familiar with the wilderness terrain. However, at the current moment, that also makes you more indispensable to us to be here.
Perhaps Asana might be more useful, as she is much better at navigating such political spheres.
I will consider the suggestion. Until then, I think we could all use some sleep. It's been a long day.
Yes.
Bid you good night. I shall return to my tent.
Okay. Excellent. Right. I'm going to take a very 5-minute comfort break.